Intro. Okay, I'm going to start the recording. So, welcome everybody to the Chronicles of KasPra episode 4, where we help out little newbies get into Brood War, because it is the greatest game in the world, but also probably the most difficult game in existence. Now, today we have a super special guest. But first of all, I should say that we do not have KasPra on the show today because he, when I talked to him on Skype, he seemed to have forgotten it was Thursday and is otherwise occupied for the next hour or so. So instead, I have brought on another newbie, probably a more attractive newbie, in the form of Tesla. Say hi, Tesla.
Hello. You know, one of these days I'm gonna kick your butt at this game.
One day,
I'll tell you right now. One of these days.
Best 5 grudge match, go.
Not right now, no.
Oh,
Not until
that's
I've
one
been able
grudge
to
match I
practice and
won't
learn
have to
some more,
dodge.
of course.
Alright, so today, if you didn't check out the thread, we are going to be doing replays provided by our friendly neighborhood 4-hatcher, Icy Cup No One. So without further ado, let's go into the first replay. Host away.
Yeah.
No one is Gosu, though.
And dude, I 5-hatch, I don't 4-hatch.
Oh.
Alright.
There's a big difference. You better watch it.
Difference.
You don't want to face the wrath of the swarm.
It's like a 5 drone difference.
A whole 5
Okay,
drones! A whole 5 drones. Which is actually pretty big. No anti-hack,
Aw,
Tesla.
really?
You see? That's alright!
I updated it.
That's
That
alright.
makes no sense.
Okay, so, for you
I-
newbies out there, if you do not want to get banned from every game you attempt to join on Icy Cup, make sure your anti-hack is up to date. Go to your launcher, click the settings tab, and click the little check now box for updates, you know, and it'll update for you. So I highly recommend that before joining any games.
Unless you play 2v2. They seem to enjoy letting hackers in.
God, guys are terrible.
It still says you don't have it. Whatever.
Yeah,
Fine.
I don't get why. I don't get
fine.
why. I mean, I've got it.
Alright, so it looks like
Okay,
we have
a little bit of
hold on, let me do the
Good.
player intro. We got a dancing duck, who is of course no one. That's a Smurf. Playing against a Protoss, BD newbie 123. Perfect. Another newbie. And it's gonna be a ZVP on Othello, I believe, judging from the map that I can see. So,
Yep.
oh yes, XTS says I have to change the chat topic. Good point. So continue, no one. Continue.
Alright, a little bit of backstory. We played a Protoss versus Protoss before this, and he raped me because I did a 2-gate Goon Reaver timing, but I supply blocked my second Reaver, because I'm awful, so I only had one Reaver, and it didn't work. So his expansion got up sooner, and he out-macroed me, and it was awful. And he wanted PvP again this game, but my ego was wounded horribly, so I decided to go Zerg.
That's because
Alright.
Zerg is more awesome. Everybody knows that.
And it looks like my cunning plan of bringing Tesla on the show has already gotten some nice reactions in the chat. I am
thank
pure
you.
genius.
Oh yes, absolute. Give it up for sale. Absolutely. Gosu right there.
So no one, what build are you gonna be doing? You gotta be educational, man.
Alright, well, I meant to do an 11 pool, but I was talking to someone, so I accidentally 12 pooled, which is not good, because that means he can make a Nexus before a Forge. But he did not recognize that it was a 12 pool, so he's actually a little bit behind with this opening, because he went Forge, Cannon, then Nexus. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Wait, so 12 pool you can next first, but 11 pool you can't?
Nope, need to get the Forge.
Ah, interesting. I did not know that. I would probably have tried to next first against an 11 pool.
Well, it looks like an overpool, like when you see it.
Well, I mean, I
People
thought a 9
all
pool
the
was an
time say-
overpool, so, you know. And I thought a proxy hatch was a, oops, I forgot to build something, so, you know. What do I know?
Yeah.
That is not even worth deeming for a comment.
Alright, so go 5 hatch before gas, because that's what I do. He does his normal FE into Sair into getting a lot of shit, which is good. His core is decently fast. I think he got his gas a little bit too early, which slowed him down a little
it
bit.
looks like he
but
got
that's
his
not
gas on
that
15.
impressive.
So, I mean, if you're going for the super fast Corsair, I think that's actually okay. You can snipe an extra
Good.
OB sometimes, but yeah. How do you feel about his wall off? It looks a bit big,
Oh, it's
but
awful, but
yeah. But then again, Othello.
Would I be? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna
Oh,
say
wait.
the choke looks pretty wide here on Othello. I'm not really sure how I'd wall it.
I've not experimented enough on this map. I don't know what the proper wall is, but that's clearly not optimal.
It looks like if you wanted, you could sneak some lings in just right through behind those minerals. Completely bypass the cannons and go straight to his main.
Yeah, I could do that, but I didn't. Doesn't feel like it.
Okay.
For those of you who are interested in how to do this build order that I did, you open normally, you expand, you drone until 14 or 15, then you get your third base. Then you go straight to 18 food, you get an overlord, and then you get the fourth hatch. Then you drone right up to 27, you make a hatch, and you make 2 gases, so you're at 24 of 27, then you get the overlord. Because I've had a lot of people asking me recently how to do this, and a lot of people asking me how to 4 hatch, thanks to you, Sale.
Hey man, you know me, making 12 necks and 4 hatch the standards. That's how I roll. I actually wanted to comment on that first Corsair. Instead of going directly to the Zerg's base to scout, he actually paused to kill the first Overlord. If you get a probe scout into the Zerg's base a little bit after like your first one died, like if you send a second probe scout and you see what he's doing, that's fine. But if you don't, then you might just die to Mutalisks. I think it's quite crucial to send that first Corsair immediately to the Zerg's base. Because if he goes Mutas and you didn't scout it, you're in pretty big trouble.
There was some hilarious game on Andromeda. I can't remember if it was a top 400 game or a pro game, but the Protoss sent the first Corsair to kill an Overlord, and the Zerg went 2-hatch Muta, and the Protoss just like straight up died.
Well, against 2-hatch Muta, I think your Star Scout would be a bit too late anyway, wouldn't it? Actually, I have no idea.
No, comes right on time.
Alright, I haven't played against 2-hatch enough. And by enough, I mean I've played it like twice.
I just want to point out my drone saturation, which is awesome, because that's what you get for doing this build. You want to drone early and then make Hydralisks as late as possible. That way your economy can build up as much as you can allow it to.
Yeah, and that's the general principle for Zerg. Also notice how the drones are nicely balanced between the bases. A lot of times players will like transfer too many drones or too few, and they'll end up with like way oversaturated main and not enough with the natural, something like that. That can actually hurt you quite a bit.
Yep.
Man, that is one ghost suit DT.
Yeah, or rather, I
fuck
think it was
DTs.
just stupid Hydras not able to figure out how to walk.
So I actually thought he sneaked an Expo, because he had that map control at the mid-right for a little bit, and usually Protosses will take advantage of that by taking expansion, not necessarily at their normal third, but like sneaking it at the top left main, because you can put cannons at the top of the ramp and be completely defended.
Yep. So just to actually look at the minimap, look at how much vision no one has right now. He's basically got vision of all the top left expos, except I think the mineral onlys because he's got them out of position. But basically
Yeah,
he's got really good awareness of the map. I mean, I think one of the worst ways to lose is like to think you're winning the whole time and it turns out he just had a hidden expo somewhere. Which if you've...
Oh god, I played a game against Dino. You know who Dino is?
Is it spelled with a T at the end?
No, just Dino.
No, then I don't. Isn't there a guy called Dino with a T, so it's like Dinot?
He's A-level American Protoss, and I got this advantage in the middle game, and I thought I was winning. And I sent Overlords everywhere, and he had 3 hidden expansions, and I wanted to cry. We're actually getting a bit ahead of ourselves. He broke the Lurker contain with some good control. He didn't have quite enough Dragoons, so he had to sacrifice more Zealots than he'd like to. But the problem here is his 3rd base is way behind my 4th. You want those to be around the same time, ideally the 3rd before my 4th. And that's going to hurt him a lot here, because I can afford, you know, 1 billion hatcheries at this point, and he can only sustain around 8 gateways if he's spending his money properly.
Yep, so I think the general principle is the Zerg wants to be 1 base ahead of the Protoss, and that's considered about even. That's why against Protoss FE, Zergs will go for the fast 3 bases. But that's the general idea anyway. Of course it's not set in stone, so don't be like, oh my god, Zerg expanded, okay, have to build a Nexus right now or I lose. It's nothing like that. But in general, that's the number you want.
Another thing you can do, instead of taking a 3rd, is you can just go up to 9 gateways and try to kill the Zerg outright.
Yeah,
It's
so
called
that's
a
like
handbang.
that's like an all-in play though, because if you don't kill him, then you're just dead. And we want to encourage long macro games here on the Chronicles of KasPra. Oh, I was gonna say that the principle is the same in PvT, except it's like reversed. So in PvT, Protoss generally wants to be 1 base ahead of the Terran. Of course, this doesn't really apply to the very early game because you know, Terran can fast expand and you can fast expand and you're still okay, but you wanna try and take that 3rd pretty quickly. It's just a Corsair. So why don't you talk about like how you're controlling all these units, because you have quite a few. So what happens when you run out of control groups? How do you control like this giant Zerg army?
Well, I position Zerglings ahead of the battle in groups of 12. So that when I eventually do the
Hold on,
crunch,
your audio's getting messed up. You're sounding like robotic and weird.
Yeah.
How about now?
Eh.
Still bad?
Seems to have adjusted now.
Yeah. Seems a little better.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, keep going. Yep.
But for hotkeys, I go 1 lurkers, and then I fill up the rest with everything else. Although here I have like a bajillion units that aren't hotkeyed, and I'm not positioning them. And there's not really an excuse for that, and I should position them or hotkey them. Nope. Yeah, and here is the danger point for Protoss, when I'm taking all these bases. He either needs to keep up with me in bases, or he needs to kill them off, like, real quick.
Yep.
Also, my Ultra was so late this game, which made me sad.
Is there a reason you're throwing
Yeah,
down
I have
those
like
2 expansions, or do you just have too much money?
Well, this is the point where you just expand everywhere, and it's up to Protoss to deal with it.
Alright. And look at
This
the
group should have been crushed. I shouldn't have lost that middle base, because I had like 60 Zerglings in my Nashville that weren't hotkeyed. Which should have been hotkeyed, but they weren't. Also, another fault in my play right here is I should have 6 Hydralisks above my main to catch drops, because that will screw me up quite badly. I actually have a Spire at this point. I usually don't get that for a very long time, but before that I should have Hydralisks.
So many storms.
Indeed.
Oh my
But
goodness.
Ultraling is pretty good.
At this point he doesn't have an army, he doesn't have enough bases, so
yeah.
that's GG.
I know a lot of Protosses actually ask how do you deal with Ultraling, like what the army composition is. In theory, like Zealot Archon is decent, but to be really cost efficient, you need to have like basically a lot of Reavers and or Storms and Archons. It's quite hard to deal with it until you get to the super late game.
Yeah. The most important thing is having enough bases, because Ultraling, if you're trading armies for Ultraling, that's actually inefficient for the Protoss. So what's important is you get the 4th and 5th bases up, so if you are trading, it's more not game over for you.
Yeah. The way I like to do it is, for example, on Fighting Spirit, where if you take another natural as your 4th, then you can basically secure your 5th very easily. Is once that happens, I just start turtling up. I throw down a Robo at each of my expansions, and I just start pumping Reavers at all those. So I basically have like a Cannon Reaver Storm defense at all of my bases, and then I can go up to 5 bases pretty easily. And then once that happens, then I can get like a lot of Reavers out because I have so many Robos, and then I can start moving out again. So it's kind of like, you know, you do the fast expand, you start, you know, you be a little mobile in the mid game, you run around and have some engagements. But then once a Zerg gets to Ultraling and you're not at your ideal army composition, you just turtle up again and wait till you get there, and then you move out and kill everything. Because actually, once you get to like the mass Reavers, it's actually like impossible for the Zerg to deal with. You basically become so cost efficient once you get like 6 Reavers and a bunch of Archons.
Yeah. Alright, next game?
Alright,
Yep.
go.
I feel bad because the person you guys have normally here, I have no clue what he would normally say or do anything.
That's alright, he doesn't talk much either. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I mean, like normally, we would ask him to the initial idea for the show was he would like ladder and provide interesting replays from his laddering, and we could discuss it. So like give him tips and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been really busy lately, so he hasn't been able to give us replays. So we've been doing random stuff.
Well, I can do something random, but it won't be laddering.
I believe there were some requests for Pikachu.
Yes. Pikachu. There you go.
Damn.
And I'm expecting viewer count to double instantly.
Oh goodness.
I actually lose this game. This is against,
You lost?
yeah.
Aw,
I
I'm gonna
can
cry.
never beat this guy. This guy's a really good Terran.
Is he really? Okay. I don't know, like, do you ever have problems? Like, when you've got that many units you have to control, like, do you ever have a hard time keeping up with everything?
No, but I have like 300 APM, so.
Yeah, you suck.
Yeah,
That's what we'll say right now.
that's a good point though. That's a good question. So like no one was saying last game how he positions his Zerglings ahead of time. I think in an old Day 9 Daily he actually talked about something similar, where you kind of just have stagger groups of 12 Zerglings in good positions, and then when the time comes to attack, you just box them an A move and then do 1A, 2A, 3A, and they all arrive at the same time. So that's quite a good method. Of course, as a Protoss, I'm not too worried about that, since generally our armies are much smaller.
Yeah, it's just with Zerg, it's something you gotta watch because you can macro up pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going for something like Lurker Ling, you just have a million Zerglings. So you just have to be able to box an A-click. Box an A-click. No shame in using the
A-clicking's
mouse.
easy. A-clicking's easy. I'm just worried about always controlling them and keeping up with the macro. Anyhow, no, is that a dancing duck? A dancing
It is.
duck is actually no one on a Smurf there. So, He
Mr. Duck.
he's our wonderful swarm representative as the red Zerg spawning at the, what is that, 5 o'clock?
Yep.
That's the 5 o'clock, okay. And then Cold, the white Terran, at the 1 o'clock. And what map is
Do
this,
we need
Python?
to teach you about clocks again,
Fighting
Tesla? Are we going back to
Yes,
kindergarten
apparently
here?
so. I don't remember the clocks. I don't remember the map. I know, it's so terrible. I'm sorry. But teach me about this match. What's going on here?
Well, I wanted to cry at the end of this game. I was so frustrated because he opens with a 2-fact, and I completely shut it down, which should be easy win for me. But I have one bad attack, and I just get crushed, and I can
Now,
come back. And
this is a bit of an unusual opening for TVZ. Can you talk a bit about what's going on here? Is this going to be 2-fact vultures, or,
Alright, well,
what, or a tank push, or what's going on here?
the idea is you get tanks, and you knock down the sunken line, and once that's gone, you run in with vultures and end the game. It's supposed to be an all-in,
Right.
but he fails it. I still lose it.
So why don't you?
I called mech, but
So like,
I called
if like this, if this was some newbie Zerg player on the ladder, just seeing something crazy like this, how do you respond? I mean, if you've never seen something like this before, what's a good knee-jerk reaction to have?
Hydralisks. Hydralisks are good. Because it's like something that you can get immediately. You don't need to wait for it. With like Mutalisks, there's a very big vulnerability that you have before they come out.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is what
That's
I
a
do.
lot of
Yep.
sunkens right there.
So
I place them so that they don't get splashed.
yeah,
'cause
I was
that's
just gonna
no
say,
good.
look at that. Like, some people might think this is dumb to not place them in the line, but that's actually intentional. So this siege tank, when it hits this one, it won't actually splash the neighboring ones. So that's quite good. Basically, these Sunkens aren't designed to really
Oh.
kill anything. They're just there to buy as much time as possible so that he can get some units out, aka Hydralisks. Because as you can see, the siege tank will just easily outrange all the Sunkens. So these will die. Just the point is, as soon as they die, you have enough Hydras to actually defend it properly with units.
Yeah, look at my Hydra Den. I'm waiting for speed to finish, and then I'm gonna go in and kill him.
Well, that's nice to know. I didn't know that before.
Indeed, and here we go. Sniping the tank immediately, very important. Vultures and Marines. Vultures especially not good against Hydras. Marines with medics are okay. They're actually pretty good, but with no medics, they're not that good.
Yeah, so at this point, this should be easy win, but...
Am I gonna cry for you? I have to know now.
I learned many valuable lessons this game that I will share with you.
Okay.
That's perfect then.
Be excited to learn.
And
Yeah,
that's actually
especially since, wasn't this one of the builds you were actually teaching me for a while? This looks similar to it, yeah.
I think this is
Alright,
actually
so
good
notice
because
I'm just
one of I think a big mistake that a lot of newbie players make is getting a good lead and then throwing it away pretty retardedly. I think there's actually a whole podcast about this that Day9 did. It's called "Winning with an Advantage," I think. You should check that out. And let's see how no one fails to do that.
You are so mean, Sale.
Oh, I totally deserve it. This game...
Well, I mean, right now, like, looking at this game, I have no idea how he loses, so, like...
Tanks are fucking imbalanced.
I gotta admit, this is... You would think he's gonna be able to win this so far. He's got
my
map
third was a
control and
little
all
bit
that.
slow. Not a huge deal because I'm droning.
Dude, this is like that game. Did you watch the recent highlighted thread that was like Brood War highlights from 2010, 2011 or something like that?
I did. I saw some of those
Yeah.
games.
You remember the Fantasy versus Flash game, the ridiculous comeback? See, that's what I'm expecting here. Cause
I didn't watch that semifinal because it was Terran versus Terran and I didn't care.
yeah, I don't remember watching it live either, but just from the VOD, it's pretty clear how ridiculous that game was. Oh, thank you, Except, for providing a link to the podcast.
gonna have to go listen to
If
that
you're
later.
watching this VOD and hence you cannot see the live chat, just go to teamliquid.net, search for Day 9 podcast or something, and you should find a page with like a compilation of all of his podcasts. And I think it's in the Hallmarks of Expert Play series. If you just click like the spoiler for that, you should see Winning with an Advantage.
Okay, so he saw you go Hydras, so why did he get so many Goliath? Did
Nope,
he
I'm
expect
going to disagree with Semi. I have too many drones. This was a mistake. I made too many drones this game. Because he moves out, and I have, like... I don't have enough units. And he's talking about the Scourge. I have it 3, because
Yeah.
dropships
And
are
to
also
answer
not
Tesla's
good.
question, even if like Goliaths are still pretty decent against Hydras, and you don't need like an insane amount of tanks because of the splash. If you just have like 5 or 6 tanks supported by a lot of Goliaths, that'll actually wreck Hydras.
I understand the tanks, just not so many Goliaths. Because I mean, they're great against like mutas and such, but...
Well, I'm doing a
Something
Muta switch right now,
Hydras.
so...
Oh!
And that's actually quite a few. He's got like almost 10 tanks. He's got like 10 tanks, so I think that's a decent number.
Tanks make me cry.
Tanks are pretty imbalanced. As a Protoss player, they make me sad when they turn my my army into pretty
Okay,
colors.
see these drones right here? See these drones?
Where?
I should not have made those. At, outside my
Oh,
bridge.
Yeah.
6? At your 6, I think?
Okay, so here's what should have happened. I should have waited for him to signify taking a 3rd before I attempt to drone up my 4th, because no 3rd means he's going to do a Doom push soon, and I need to be able to kill that. That was big mistake number 1. Yeah, I'm still making more friggin' drones.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Here's big mistake number 2. I crunch this, but I don't split my Hydras up, and at this point, right here, that's not a good concave. I should have backed up.
Holy crap. You should have waited till he unsieged.
No, I should have waited for him to come out a little bit more, that way I have a larger flank. Because
Indeed.
attacking right there, see how clumped those dead Hydras are? That's just a waste. That's no good.
I want to cry. I just had the superior armory.
One thing to note though,
Yes, right now.
if you're a Zerg player though, even if you get a really nice engagement, usually the mech will kind of destroy your army. Just the way to beat it though is to just have a million bases and immediately reproduce your army. So what'll often happen is after the first engagement, it seems like the Terran wins, but he basically is down to like really few units, and you just immediately build like 50 Hydras off all your bases, and then you're fine.
Yeah, right here, I actually thought I could just kill this army, like, straight up. But I don't kill it, and I end up wasting all these units. And he can just walk outside my natural and kill me. Which is so sad. This game depressed me. I mean, look at the SUVs in this natural. This...
Oh man. So much economy, but you're just dead.
Yep.
You know, I gotta say though, this like I play Zerg a lot in SC2, and this happens to me like every other game. Actually, pretty much every game. I overdrone.
Don't listen to Semi. He's a newbie Protoss player.
Yeah, man.
You don't know what he's talking about.
He's already eliminated from ISL. You know, he's irrelevant.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I'm just gonna plug that then. Everybody, ISL round of 32 starts this weekend, this Saturday. I believe it's 1900 CET. So that's actually an hour and a half earlier than we've been doing the group stages. So don't miss it. Don't show up late and be like, guys, I missed the games. Because I'm probably gonna do the most voted games first. Anyway. So that was a good lesson on not to build too many drones.
Yeah, well, let me like clarify this. I should have waited to see if he was making a third command center before making those drones. And if I didn't see that, I should have just made units to defend the big push that's coming. Because 3-base Zerg with that many hatcheries can actually deal with 2-base mech. Okay. It's not great. I should have expanded a little bit earlier so I had more stuff, but it's still a pretty good situation.
Alright, cool.
Okay. Next game.
Go, go.
These next two are against the same player. He does really gay builds 2 games in a row. And the
Already
first
started.
one, no/1.
Yep.
I'm sorry, did you guys already host a second one? Or, I mean, a third one?
No, no one's failing at hosting. The new game is no/1.
Oh. No/1. Okay. Right there.
For those of you wondering why KasPra isn't here, he actually is. He got a gender switch and is now joining us as a female. Say hello, KasPra.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, you know what? I think I'm much more sexy this way. Okay, just gotta tell you guys. And, yeah, I forgot what race I played before, so I'm a Zerg player now.
Yep.
Just
A race
say that.
switch accompanied the gender switch, so you know it makes sense.
Oh,
It
yes,
makes sense.
yes. Well, you know Sarah Kerrigan, she's an inspiration for us all.
Exactly. Thank you. That's perfect.
See, there you go, there you go. That's exactly what it comes down to, so... I don't know.
But no, guys, KasPra, he's busy. Like apparently
He got kidnapped.
he has like a lot of crazy
You get-
exams or something. So and he forgot about the show today. Like I talked to him like 10 minutes before we came on air, and he was like, "Oh, it's Thursday today." So so he's gonna be busy for like next, or he said he was gonna be busy for this hour. So I found a nice substitute. Indeed.
Hope so. So, hi guys, I'm Tesla.
Still leave.
For those of you who don't know me, well, I'm the person who can go, Pikachu!
Indeed, I think that
Enjoy
justifies
these
your
crazy-
Oh
presence.
god, Semi's gonna BM the shit out of me now.
Oh no, what happened? Is
Hold
this
on,
like a
let
match
me-
you lost to?
Let me just DND so he is unable to talk about diabetes on
Unable.
stream.
Okay.
Did he actually say that to you?
What?
That you have diabetes?
No, not me. It's
Okay.
Who did he say that to?
So what
You know
map
what? I'm
is
just gonna
this?
leave it. I'm just gonna leave that be. I'm just gonna leave that be because
What map are we on now?
still
Fighting
fighting
Spirit.
spirit. It's
Fighting
still fighting
Spirit.
spirit.
Ah, yes, Fighting Spirit. So we have a dancing duck spawning at the 7 o'clock as our brown Zerg, and then we have Nympha Zlasu?
It's Polish, don't worry about it. I don't know what it means.
Zlasu? And he is our yellow Protoss at
Just
the
call
1
him.
o'clock.
Just call him Beamface. From now on, everyone from Poland
Oh,
is
yeah.
known as Beamface.
1 sec.
All right. So it looks like we have a 1-base build coming from Protoss. Now, how do you react to this as a Zerg? Because that's pretty uncommon.
Well, I don't take a third base. I put my third hatch in my natural. And based on what he's doing, I either get mutas really quick or I get hydras.
Okay. Oh, by the way, Sale, supposedly, we're almost as cute as each other.
Wow. See, you still it's hard to compete with me, isn't it, Tesla? It's just hard to compete with my sexiness.
I don't know.
I have a lot of fanboys and girls.
You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take all the abuse that no one will give me and be
Ooh,
like,
kinky.
please teach me so I can kick Sales 1.
Yo, by the way, look at this bragging. I got owned 2-4 against the B plus Protoss. That's totally bragging.
Oh, man.
Looks like some.
Okay, so
oh, is this guy going for 3 gate goon? Is that what this
Yeah,
is?
he is.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Alright, if you're a newbie
So what I wanna
Protoss
do
player,
right now-
I don't really recommend this build. Actually, to any newbie Protoss players, I don't recommend one base builds at all. I generally find them much harder to pull off than a normal Forge FE. Unless you're doing some silly cheese build, which we don't want you to do anyway, so, you know, point still stands.
Well, that's what he's doing this game.
Well,
Indeed it
On a
is.
silly cheese build.
isn't it honestly better to do like a fast expand when you're going against the Zerg?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Fast expanded.
Or FE, like,
yeah. Forge
I
FE,
don't know.
well,
Alright, let me explain it. I got this one.
alright.
When you one base, you can get your natural pretty easily, but the problem is a Zerg will usually react to a one base by getting lurkers, depending on what you're doing. That's usually what the response is.
hmm
And then you need to get obs to deal with that, and you need to get dragoons to deal with that. Now, because your economy is slower, dragoons are really damn expensive, and you need quite a few of them to break a lurker contain. So by the time you break it, Zerg has the entire map, and you're screwed. That's
Oh.
what I see as the fault with one base play. Now, if you're
Okay.
playing AP Pain, what he likes to do is he likes to sneak a third base to make up for this, and he has an incredibly good win rate because of that. So if you want to give that a try, go for it.
But of course,
that's always good
against
to
a
know.
good Zerg player who is scouting everywhere, that should not happen.
Alright, so see this Lang up here? My goal was to sneak him in, but dragoons are fat, so he can't get up the ramp.
Those dragoons need to lose
Yep.
some
And-
weight.
okay, so notice how the Protoss player came down with just a couple of units. He kept most of his units hidden up there. He just wants to push away these scouting lings so that no one doesn't know what's coming. Like, he doesn't know if this is just a small little scare tactic so that he can expand, or if he's actually going to come out with a butt ton of units, which is what he's doing.
Alright, so here was my big mistake. I thought this was actually Goon Reaver. I didn't see the, well, I saw them, but I wasn't looking. All the units in the back. So I thought it was a 2-gate Goon Reaver. And the response to that is just a few Sunkens to buy you a little bit of time. And then you crunch it, but he's not doing that. So what I should have done is I should have made more Sunkens, because that's, you don't have a Reaver. You can't break that. Like, you can't break 6 Sunkens without a Reaver. But I didn't. You can see how I staggered these creep colonies to deal with Splash. And Splash is not coming, so I'm sad.
Indeed, so it's somewhat the opposite of what we saw last game. Last game that was the correct response to the siege tanks. For this game, it's just not going to be enough. And I think that is all she wrote.
We'll actually hold it off. What happens here is... By the way, this turns into like an unnecessarily epic game. We keep trading armies, but he can make probes, and I can only make attacking units, so my economy slowly falls behind, and I eventually lose.
I see.
But the game after this, I tweak my play a little bit, and you will see the result of that.
Alright.
Makes me cry whenever I see a Zerg player lose.
Well, he's just being a dirty little fuck this game.
Oh, it looks like he did go up to Reavers though, in the meantime.
Oh man.
But
Yeah, I mean,
actually,
like,
so
compare his
I would
economy
recommend,
time.
if you're playing on the ladder and you lose to something like this, don't just go, oh, he's a dirty little fuck, and then forget about it. I'd recommend actually, watching the replay and figuring out how you could have beat it, like what you could have done better. So for example, in No One's case, if he just paid attention to the actual unit count that was coming out, he would have thrown out more Sunkens, and held it off fine. So yes, Cheese of course is very frustrating to lose to.
Cheesy.
But actually, like, the way I see it, I actually don't mind getting cheesed, because, like, for me, if I get cheesed, like, if I lose to a particular cheese once, I'll just, sit down for, like, 5 minutes, figure out how to beat it, and then I won't ever lose to it again.
Oh
And
my
of course,
goodness,
there's,
hate
like, a lot of different kinds of cheeses. Like, okay, my best example of this is when I started playing PvP in SE2, cannon rushes are so good in PvP in SE2. So, like, I lost to, like, 5 cannon rushes in a row, and they were all different. So like the first time I lost, I was like, oh okay, I'll just scout this part of my base, and I won't lose anymore. And then the next game, the cannon's like somewhere else, and I'm just like, oh my god! And I literally lost 5 cannon rushes in a row. And then
You know what?
and then since then, I think I've pretty much only lost like once out of getting cannon rushed like 20 times. So you know.
Cannon Rush and SC2, really? Really?
Yeah.
Ah. That makes me
Okay.
sad to hear you lost to that. Anyhow.
I just want
What?
to point out I'm making drones my natural because I'm feeling safe right now. I think that's really important to pick up.
Yeah.
Drones, yeah.
Yeah, got it. Wait, why is that sad? Like, didn't Huck cheese out some good player in a tournament with a cannon rush?
I
I'm
just-
pretty sure.
SC2. No SC2.
Alright.
We don't care about SC2.
All right.
Yeah, this is
alright.
SC1. Let Brood War live forever. It's
All right.
more amazing.
All right. No, but no. See, this
But
we're
what?
not
But what?
allowed
But
to
what?
hate on SC2 in this show because we welcome. The
I'm not
SC2
hating on it.
players.
I love SC2, but Brood War is awesome. Okay? That's all there is to it.
The duck is quite angry. He's dancing angrily right now. You guys can't see it, but he's actually dancing very angrily at the moment.
Yeah, no, the angry duck is about to kidnap Sail, and well, Sail's about to get Zerg rushed. I have no clue how else
He's about to
put
do
it,
an angry
so-
jig on my head.
Alright, here I'm confused because I thought he was taking his natural, but he didn't take it. And that's a lot of units, and I was droning. And that's not good.
Hmm.
Actually, no, I wasn't droning. I was taking units. I should have been droning.
This is actually what happened to July Zerg. But we shall not talk about SC2. Ah ha ha. This is actually nice. So notice, guys. Look at no one sneaking his hydras, or hiding them rather. Gonna go for a big surround. Because when you have Dragoon Reaver, you need your Dragoons to be in front of the Reavers, so the Reavers shoot from behind and get a lot of nice damage in, while the Dragoons cover for them. But doing this kind
Well,
of
this was the big facepalm of the game.
is he gonna
Gonna
mess
see
it
what
up?
happens.
You're gonna mess it up, dude.
Is he gonna mess it up, really?
I friggin' let him get over my bridge.
Oh,
my
he
God.
waited too long. So this is actually completely the opposite of what he had hoped. So just look at this.
Yeah,
The Hydra's
I-
running
I-
into it with the Dragoons covering for them. They just get demolished. What he
Yeah.
wanted to happen was to get a nice surround off and snipe the Reaver. Or the Reavers, plural, I suppose. But
And yeah, at this point I was trying to switch into mutiling, but that couldn't happen.
yep.
Yeah, and then
Oh, yeah. More
we
sun.
trade armies a couple times.
Super speed.
Yeah, and right now I have 6 drones, or nope, never mind. I was transferring. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay. Oh man.
So, is there anything interesting left in this game, or is it just slow death?
No, I called it a pretty fast death actually.
Ah, nice.
Oh no, never mind. We trade one more time. Then he comes out with the Doom push.
How about Tesla? Just give us a Pikachu voice then. Entertain the crowd.
Okay. Pikachu. Would you prefer a different
Pokemon
Pokemon?
Yellow?
Yes, actually I have. I used to own it.
Pokemon Yellow was the
Persona.
only Pokemon game I've ever had, and I actually almost beat it. It's like it was epic. Back in the
Really?
day.
I had Pokemon Yellow, Red, Blue, and a trading card game, then Green, Emerald.
Man, you know, okay, I think I've
Silver.
told the story before, but let me tell you what happened in Pokemon Yellow, alright? So, I was a noob. So, like, the first Pokemon I caught was, a Nidorina?
Am I allowed to
A
troll
Nidorina? I don't know how
Pokemon?
to say that. But, like, so I, like, only trained that Pokemon. So, I had, like, one level 60 Nidoqueen, and, like, all my other Pokemon were, like, level 20. And then I got to the Ghost Town, and apparently physical attacks don't do anything against, like, ghost Pokemon. So I got to this boss where I ended up with like only my Nidoqueen was alive and she could only do physical attacks and like but it didn't do anything because the other guy had ghost Pokemon. But then the level difference was so high that they couldn't damage me either. So I got into like this unwinnable fight that was just completely ridiculous, and that
I'm
made me
just gonna
quite
say
sad.
right now, Sale, I'm gonna troll you regardless if I'm allowed to or not, but you say you were a noob at Pokemon, and, well, this is a newbie show, so I gotta ask, were you not a noob? Just kidding, just kidding. I'm afraid
Okay,
I'm not gonna respond to that.
The
Wait,
game name is Duck, but it's DU/CK.
I did. Wait,
Oh
what?
my god.
That totally went over my head. What? I just totally didn't get it. Wait, why are we in the
Never
game?
mind.
Fine. It's fine.
Never
Don't worry about it.
Wait, why are we in a game?
Because, I guess...
Oh shit! It's
Look,
not a replay. Oh shit!
yeah, it's not a replay, it's a game. What?
I
What
was
are you
like,
doing?
I was like,
What?
oh, this is perfect. My chance to play against Tesla. You know, show her what's
You
up.
know what? No, 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 no. I mean, I haven't played in like forever, and I have to do window mode. Remember?
Hey, I'm
That's
in
not
window
fair.
mode. I'm in window mode. It's all good.
Yeah, but I haven't played forever,
Okay.
and you've been playing how often?
I've been playing SE2, so
You know-
whatever.
Yeah, you fail.
Whoa,
The tug of-
whoa, man.
kick-
Serious PM.
No, I'm telling you right now, the Togepi will kick his butt. Have you ever heard Togepi?
This is not cool. This is not cool. I'm being totally
Okay,
taken
okay,
out
okay.
on my own show.
Sale.
Oh man.
Yeah,
H
love-
Korea is angry. I called him a dirty little fuck.
Sale.
Oh man.
Sale. I love you.
Love
I'm
you,
sorry.
H Korea. Don't worry about it.
I was so
Yay,
mean.
big
I'm sorry.
hearts. It's alright. It's
See,
alright.
I'll make-
Tesla's doing
Yeah.
something awesome for ISL, guys. So get excited for that.
What?
Okay, you know what? You know what? In H Korea's defense, I did 5 pull in the game before that.
Really? You 5-pulled? You sit there and you tell me not to do certain builds, and you 5-pull.
God.
Well, I'm allowed to 5 pull.
Oh, good ayo. You're so mean. Gosh.
Alright, now that it's cleared up, now that my conscience is in balance again.
Sale, I have to say I love you. I'm sorry for trolling you. There you go.
Aw, I
Tesla-
forgive you. You
it
just
from-
made all 84 viewers like super jealous.
Aw,
I'm
I
gonna
love
get like
them too, though.
I'm gonna get death
Okay,
threats and stuff now.
so what map is this now?
Fighting Spirit.
Fighting Spirit again. Okay, so we got a Dancing Duck at 5 o'clock as our Brown Zerg, and then we have the White Protoss at the 11 o'clock, which is our Polish friend.
Beamface. Not actually
Beamface, there you go.
But by the way, guys, Beamface. I think I announced this during one of the ISL casts, but Beamface is playing in ISL.
Oh, is he?
But I need like his
Cool.
permission to reveal who he is. Or rather, he was in the round of 56 at least. I'm not gonna say whether he advanced or not, because that might give too much away. Anyways.
Anyways,
Looks like we
I'm
have
gonna cheer for the
another-
Zerg.
We have another one base build coming down.
It's the same person.
Is it the same build?
Well,
Is it is he
He
gonna
does 2 gate gun this time.
with a Reaver then?
Yep.
Okay.
2 gate gun Reaver.
You know, Day 9 actually made a podcast about just this build, 2-gate, or no, I think there was a Stargate in there, but it was like, Stargate, but with like 1 Sair and then Dragoon Reaver, and he was talking about like how, like all the transitions and stuff were so good. So I thought it was such an amazing build, and I actually tried to do it a lot, but I don't think it's actually that good. Like, I just got wrecked by anyone who could actually micro Hydralisks.
Well, I personally would define it as a cheese, because if I know it's coming, then I win.
Yeah. But
And
the thing
that's what I
about
would-
Day 9's
supposed to
version
be with
though
every
is that he did it with a Stargate for a Corsair, which I
Yeah,
think
that's what you're supposed to do.
really. But I think that just cuts
Yep.
into your Dragoon count so much that I don't know if that's worth it.
Well, it hides your build, which is important for this. It cuts off all the Overlord's scouting between your base and his, so that way shuttles can get in there and do stuff.
Hmm.
And the Sair comes so fast that if Zerg is not expecting that, it can do a ton of damage.
Curious. I don't know. Well, I was pretty bad, so maybe I was just doing it wrong.
Okay, so this game, I believe I saw the robo. I'm pretty sure.
You
So what I'm
may
going
have.
to do is I'm going to cut drones a little bit earlier. Then I'm going to get a bunch of speedlings, and I'm going to follow that up with mutas. That's my tweak to dealing with this.
He just loves to cheese or do something cheesy, doesn't he?
Well, he's
Those Polish Protosses, man.
he's frustrated with the build I do in ZVP a lot. So
I gotta ask, who
Well,
isn't?
I can totally sympathize with this guy then. You know what, Protoss? Go for it. Keep cheesing him.
No! See, this is why you're gonna get owned by Zerg.
Whatever. Grudge match any day. Any day, Tesla.
You know what?
I'll even
Once
grudge
I
match
get
you in
my
SC2.
PC fixed.
You know what? I'll even
Yeah,
grudge
no,
match
I
you in
can't.
SC2.
I don't even have it installed at this point. So, but I'll tell you right now.
Oh man!
I get my PC
Did he?
fixed.
Oh man, he's lost the shuttle. Wow, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
You know what?
yeah, so this is how I was supposed to deal with it in the first game. Except he did without the Reaver, so I should have gotten Sun.
And this game is over.
This is why Zerg is better.
Oh, Tesla.
You know what? No one should play for me against you. I think that's what should happen.
Whatever. I'll beat him too. I went 2-2 against him on the last episode. Oh,
No
so
one
good.
really-
So good. He messed up so bad. I don't know how it
Really?
happened. Okay, so I was actually sick. So we were gonna cancel the show, and then no one's just like, "Oh no, it's fine, Sal. Just you don't have to talk. Just play against me, and like I'll beat you, and then show off my mad skills." So I'm like, you know what? Fine, whatever. And then I go 2-2 against him. It was
Is this
glorious.
true? Is this true?
Well, we were supposed to play. I wasn't saying I was gonna win, but he did go 2-2 against me.
Oh, that is.
It's alright. It's
But
alright.
you think you beat him right now?
No one stomped me like the day after, or sometime. Yeah.
Yay! No fighting.
So I guess technically that's 3-2.
I have a game of beating a shit talker. So
Post that. That's always good. Gotta love those kind of people when they sit there. They want to be antagonistic. They want to cause problems. They think they're all great, and then you just raffle stomp them. It's like the best thing ever.
alright, so the backstory to this game is I was chilling in OP Team Liquid, and this guy comes in. And he's talking so much shit. He's like, I'll slam any of you. So I was like, I'll play. So he hosts, and this is what happens.
I'm not in the game.
What rank was he?
It's no.
Did you start it already?
No. We didn't start. It's no 1/1.
Oh, okay.
We went back to the old name. Wait, what rank was he
Yes.
though?
Oh, maybe C.
You know
maybe.
what? He's probably another random guy from East. Thinks he's the shit.
You know what? I got accused of hacking on East because I kicked some people's butt. Like, it's the funniest thing
That's
ever.
what happened.
Wait, you kicked some people's butt on East?
Yeah, no, I was like, okay.
Heart East.
And-
Big hearts to East.
This game was like a month ago, by the way, so I don't really remember what happened. I just remember his excuses at the end, and it made my day.
Alright, Tesla, would you like to do the intro?
What map is this again? Because I wasn't paying attention to that.
It's Python.
Python.
Python. Yes! Old map. Okay, so we got an Sir, who is spawning at the, I don't know, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock there. And then we have Flash Yellow. I'm just going to call him Flashy. 'Cause that's better.
Did the viewers catch that?
I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure.
Alright, good. Good.
You guys can laugh at me now. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. You guys
no,
are
it's
so
not.
mean to
It's
me.
not. It wasn't you. No, we were laughing about what he said at the beginning. About what Flash Eel said.
Oh.
Yeah, he was. Wait, did you not
It was
see
like,
that?
you might be good, or no, you're probably horrible, but you might be good. Something like
No,
that.
no, he said like I don't think you're
Yeah,
a very
he's
good player, but
Flash Man.
I'm not sure. Something. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, something like
How badly do you raffle stomp him? I gotta know that right there. Favorite food? Really?
no. 20
Really?
Ultra Natural.
I just want to. Actually. Now, if he was Korean and he said that, I would immediately just put down like 12 cannons because I know he's cheesing, but I guess he's not.
Yeah, but you.
I'm not even kidding. I have this like Heartbreak Ridge. You know, I go against Korean. He's like, "Good luck, have fun. Do you like kimchi?" He 5 pools. And
Oh my goodness.
I blind. You know what? As soon as he said, "Do you like kimchi?" All right, I was going for a Forge FE. Immediately put down a pylon in my main. I didn't even scout him. I was just like, "Fuck it, this guy's cheesing me." And I just got a 5 pool. I'm just like, "LOL."
Dude, 5 pool sucks on Heartbreak Ridge. The rush distance is so long.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
I actually tested this. If you-
well, okay, look at it this way. He wanted me to talk about kimchi, so I would mess up, you know? So it would be fine. But I didn't fall for it. So,
Okay,
I
so
got
what
it.
about me now? No one.
What?
I have no clue what's going on anymore. You guys are talking about kimchi, and I'm just chuckling here because I know what that word translates to in Japanese.
Wait, what word?
Regardless of the fact that it's a type of food in Korea. Yeah, I just.
Wait, kimchi
I'll tell you
means
later
something
once you're
else
off
in
air. I'll
Japanese.
tell you later once you're off air.
Just type it in the Skype. Type it in the
Okay.
Skype.
No. Well, does your Skype, does it catch on the stream?
No, it's on a separate window. It's not going
Don't
to
worry
show.
about it.
Okay, okay.
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna go 3 Achmuta, and I'm gonna kill everything he's ever made. And it's gonna be great.
Here you go.
What? No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I kid you not. Kid you not. That is seriously what it means. You have to remember, for every word we have in the English language, there's at least 7 different ways to say it in the Japanese language.
I don't know.
So-
I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't believe you.
You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I really don't.
Anyway, it looks like standard builds from both players, except the Terran has some funky looking depots at his front. I'm not sure what that's about.
If I went 2 Achmuta, those would be free depots, but
Yeah.
I didn't. Alas. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit.
Alright. Is there any reason... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, is there any reason for picking the bottom main rather than the top, but I guess the top is easier to drop.
Yep, that's exactly why.
Yeah. So, for those of you who didn't catch that, basically the Zerg always wants to take, at least on maps like Python where there's a ramp, you want to take another main as your third base so you can put a couple of lurkers at the top of the ramp. So I was just thinking, why would he pick this main rather than the 12 o'clock? And the reason is that the 12 is much closer to the Terran's main, so he can drop it much more easily. So, you know, little things like that can actually make quite a big difference in your games. Looks like the Terran's
And
pushing
recently, a big tweak I've made in my play is I've been leaving Zerglings to deal with drops too, because Terrans will like D-Matrix 2 dropships, and I'll have like Scourge defending, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that'll like end the game immediately. So I'm gonna leave Lings.
Oh man, do you hold those lurkers? If those are stop lurkers, be so. Wait. Oh, wait, what? You just doing like the mini contain thing? Oh, that's so lame. Doesn't even do anything. Oh, look at these nicely positioned lurkers at the bottom base. Skewer any marines that come up. I think we actually talked about this on a previous episode. Basically, you want them close enough to the ramp that they hit things coming up, but you don't want it close enough that they can hit from below the ramp. So you want them to run up to be able to shoot you, and as they run up, they die. They get deaded.
Yeah, I just want to point out that I have 5 hatches. I'm not still on just the 3 in my main and my natural, because players don't do that. They just stay on 4 hatches and they can't make enough Lings and Scourge.
By the way, I need to congratulate the 2 of you for starting a discussion about kimchi in the chat.
Wait, no, that was all me. Yo, don't be giving no one credit
Yeah,
for that.
no. Oh, I'm not allowed to give him credit.
No,
My
no,
apologies.
that was all me.
I'm sorry. No. Do you see this? Sam doesn't want to share anything with you.
Of course not.
Not one little bit. You were
I'm about to rape this Terran, so I don't
okay.
really care.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just fine with it.
Hard. Does he say anything else, or is he like?
Oh yeah, just wait for the ending. The ending is great.
Yes. Can't wait. Okay.
Oh yeah, there was a drop at 6, but I had Scourge there.
Indeed.
Oh,
I
congratulations.
caught that. I caught it. I'm a Gosu observer.
Some random chick nobody knows that like no one knows. I was nice he kept Tesla. Look it up.
Oh my god, my control is so bad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, normally you have your lurkers in a lot faster, don't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good mind drag. Or rather, I should say that was a lucky mind drag. Wow, that's a lot of vultures. That's a pretty early transition into vultures. He doesn't even have a third yet. Well, I guess he does now, but...
Oh, and his main. There's a drop.
Uh-oh.
And it kills absolutely nothing. My 4th is late because I don't feel like dealing with the things outside my base for some reason.
For some reason, okay.
Yep, those things should be dead. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm busy killing him, but, you know, whatever.
Indeed. Anything educational you would like to say? Actually, at this point, I don't think people care. They're just waiting for the next Pikachu.
What? Oh, is that my cue to go? Pikachu! Pika!
Perfect,
Yeah, no.
perfect. Now we can get all the viewers to stay for another 20 minutes.
So one of these days, I'm not even kidding, I'm gonna kick your butt.
Don't be mad because I'm a genius now. Come on.
Oh, because you're a genius.
Yeah.
You know what? I will give you credit that you are a genius for contacting me about that special thing you want me to work on.
Exactly, see? See?
There you go. There you go. Are you happy?
Yeah.
I'm complimenting you.
I'm very happy. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. You know, I feel you should get all that credit you're due, and if you go trolled at the same time, hey, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm kind of freaking out about this idle evolution
Why did
chamber.
you have all your lurkers up right there? Like, just standing there for a while.
This evolution chamber is really bothering me. It's not doing anything.
Which one in your natural?
It's not doing.
Well, I guess there's two
Yeah.
idle ones in your natural.
Well, both of them, yeah, one of them just finished, but the other one... Oh well, he's dead, so... Here comes the awesome excuses.
Yes! I can't wait to see this. Okay. Yeah, this Terran player is something else.
My stream viewers are so amusing. Big hearts to all you guys.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. He was
God,
being
you're-
a C-rank player.
See,
Maybe.
see, this is only the best viewers for the best caster. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Alright,
God,
we
here
have
it comes.
we have a carrot 6. Something to the power of 6. My mouse is not working properly. Alright, there we go. You're around C minus. Whoa! Wait!
Wow.
He forgot to say he didn't know the map. He forgot. All right, I'm gonna say it for him. Flash Heal has never played that map before. It's a not very commonly used map, so you know that's understandable. Python, you know, one of those old Pro League maps that no one really uses anymore. So just gonna give him that one.
I'm just gonna say that was his excuses were pretty ghosty.
What's really funny is, like, I had that replay in my profile and I forgot about it. So, like, a week later I checked and it had 43 downloads. And someone, like, in the comments was like, give the Terran a break, he just reached C-. Like, that's what he said.
Wow.
Dude, it's
People don't get
it's
it.
probably the same guy, man. You know, just making comments on his own
Cheers.
replays.
Who cares?
All right, so
Ah.
we've gone for a little over an hour now, so
So?
I'm happy with that as an episode. Unless you have another replay.
Play.
Nope, those were the non-horrible ones from the last 50 games or so I've
You
played.
know what? We should watch a horrible one, just so we can look at all the mistakes.
You should play me in a grudge match.
What? No, no, no. That's
I
okay.
played this
Unless-
22-minute Terran versus Zerg against
Unless-
Megalisk last night, and it was like a competition to see which of us could fail more. I think that's the best way to find that game.
I could win that.
All right, man. I can't do
Opposite of what
polls
Prince
on
says.
Justin. Tesla, do you know if I can do polls on Justin? This makes me
No,
so
I
sad.
don't think so.
Oh, I miss
don't
my
think-
Ustream polls.
I think you guys should play. Like, no one. I think you should play against Sale for me, since like I'm out of practice.
Whoa, Manor. It's not allowed. There's no.
Oh, why?
This isn't like the Middle Ages. You can't have a knight fight for you.
KasPra.
That's not
You're
how it
not
works
KasPra.
anymore. Come on, this is gender
Fine.
equality. You gotta fight for yourself.
Oh,
on now.
gender equality. You sound like you're mad there, buddy. You really sound mad there. You know what? We should see if one of the viewers will play against you then, so we can laugh at you.
Oh man, you just have it in for me, don't you?
Yes, I totally have it in for you. You know it. You know, since I got the sex change and the all of that stuff for you, just to bring in the viewers just for you today, make you like #1 caster. Yeah.
Actually, what else is
Oh, I am playing Verseme. He's the reason I got kicked out of the first WCG tournament.
Wait,
Online
semi?
qualifier.
Hold on. Let me actually stop the recording now, because all right, wrapping up the episode. The live viewers can continue to watch and listen to Tesla make Pikachu noises. And for you
Wait.
people who are watching the VOD, sucks for you. Tune into the live cast if you want to hear more of Pikachu. So thanks for coming on the episode, guys. And that will wrap up Chronicles of KasPra episode number 4. The show will be temporarily on hold as all of us are quite busy. KasPra with school and me and Noan with the ISL. So show will be on hold until a future date.